What's going on, Habibi? Don't, man, listen, don't be fooled by it. It's a facade, man. It's a smoke screen. When they get alone, they talk about you. Now, as far as the women, they don't like our women either. They sure not gonna marry you. The only time, as a black woman, the only time that they really would take notice of you is actually when they want to go home and have, when they want to pop you, when they want to go home and have sex with you. And I guarantee you, just ask them a question. For all of you women that's messing with Arab man and you dating an Arab guy, ask him one question: when are you gonna take me home to your parents? Why'd you start stuttering? Why'd he give you all the excuses in the world? He would never take you home to his parents. Why? Because he know the conversations that him and his parents have about black people. So to bring that same person in her house, his house. Oh no, absolutely, it won't happen. It won't happen. It will not happen. I'm telling you, it won't happen. Only time black women that they will actually take knowledge of you is because they see how sexy you are. You got that big butt on you, and you look sexy, you look fine, you look fly, and you got sex appeal, and you walk so sexy, and they want to have sex with you. But after that, that's it. That's it. And then after that, guess what? Off to the next one. They don't want to take you home. So anyway, back to the point. We should boycott that gas station, okay? Now, let me say this before I pack it up. Now, Martin Luther King, and I think it was in 1955, Rosa Parks got arrested because when she got on the Montgomery bus, and she refused to sit at the back of the bus, okay? So because she refused to sit at the back of the bus, what happened? Okay? She was arrested. So when she was arrested, this news got to Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, he called all of the people together and he made it very clear what he wanted, which was to start a boycott, a protest, a mass protest that actually lasted for 13 months. And they protest for 13 months and they boycotted. They boycotted the Montgomery bus system. They boycotted the Montgomery bus system. So much so that they lost too much money. They lost too much money. They lost so much money that they could not afford to not have a black person on the bus. So they changed the rules because they boycotted it. That one woman, she refused. She got arrested for it. Martin Luther King spoke up. He said, let's boycott. It's so much so that guess what, man? It was to the point that they had to walk barefooted. They had to walk to work barefooted. Miles and miles barefooted. Black people. That's when they stood up for something. All because one person amongst them was mistreated. Rosa Parks. And they made history. And guess what? Because if it wasn't for that, we probably would be segregated on the bus still today. If that one woman did not stand up. But guess what she did? She stood up and she got arrested for that. She said, no, I refuse to sit at the back of the bus. I refuse. Martin Luther King, he did the protest. 13 months, boycott the bus system. And what happened? It worked in their favor. So what I'm saying to you, let's boycott that gas station. And if there's any other gas station like this around, boycott that gas station too. Know how to deal with Arabs. You can't talk to a lot of Arabs because they think they know too much. And they look below you because they think they look at you as Abid. So what do? Mess with their pockets. That's the way you talk to them. Everybody has a certain language that you can talk to them and they have no other choice but to hear you. When it comes to Arabs, that language is money. Mess with their pockets. Don't spend money with them. Trust me, they're going to do the numbers. Trust me, they're going to do the numbers every single night. They're going to say, wow, we made 5,000 last night. But tonight we made 4,000. Next week we made 3,000. Next week 2,000. Next week 1,000. And now guess what? Their expenses is more than the money that they're bringing in. Now they're scratching their head trying to figure out what's going on until the word gets around and they say, oh, you know there's a boycott against this gas station. Really? Yeah, because the guy that does the night shift, the young guy, he said Abid, and then this guy, he did a protest. Yes, this guy, he spoke out.